Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome to our class. I'm your instructor Adil Raza, and today we have to learn an SLO from grade 6 and start unit 9. Let's find out what we have to learn today. We have the competency of grammar and vocabulary. Particularly this SLO is concerned with the grammar and it's our lecture 1A. And what is the main topic of the SLO? We will learn the preposition and their types in this SLO. So let's find out what our SLO is, what the SLO states. The SLO states that use prepositions of position, time, movement and direction including since and for. So in this lecture we will address what is meant by the prepositions and what are the types: the preposition of position, the preposition of time, the preposition of movement and the preposition of direction. And this part of this SLO we will address in the second lecture. So let's go further. Here we have the vertical linkage of, I hope you guys have got it. Let's go further. Here we have a brainstorming session, and what we have to do: brainstorm. Here, have you ever read, or we can say that, have you ever read or written words indicating a position or something like that? So have you ever read such type of words which indicates the position of it? Like we can say that on the top of the hand, or on the table, under the table, beneath the chair. So such type of words have such type of words which indicate the position of something. So I hope you guys have listened or read such type of words in different texts. So all those type of texts which indicate the position of any object, anything, any noun are actually considered as prepositions. So let's read the definition, make our understanding more compact. So here we have the definition of preposition. A preposition, as I have mentioned, that they are actually the position words. So prepositions are position words which indicates the position of any object. So a preposition is a word used to link nouns, pronouns or phrases to other words within a sentence. Prepositions are usually short words and they are typically placed directly in front of nouns. So they comes with the nouns to indicate the position of a noun. I hope you guys have understand. For example, the cat is under the sofa. So there is a sofa, and on that sofa, in under the sofa there is a cat. So the word under, because it's indicating the position of the cat, that's why it is a preposition. We have the second example: the boy is hiding behind the door. So there is a door and a boy is hiding himself behind the door, because this word behind is actually determining the position of the boy, where the boy is. That's why this word behind is a preposition. So I hope you guys have understand what is meant by the prepositions. And prepositions are those words who indicates the position of something, and that something can be a living object. And we have the first type, the preposition of position. Such type of positions indicates the position of different objects. Let's find out how different positions. So preposition of positions. A preposition of position is a preposition which is used to refer to a place where something or someone is located. So it's actually indicate the place of something. There is a map, we can say that, and we have to indicate some point. There is the school and there is the house of the children, and the children want to tell about the placement of the school, where the school is, or place of anything. So such type of prepositions are actually used to indicate the place of something, the position of something. Like proper waste management system should be in the place. So there the word in is actually a preposition. There is a second example: he is waiting at the door. So there the word at is showing the place of he, a pronoun. That's why is actually a preposition of position there, because it is showing position of he. So let's go further. Here we have another example. Here we have another type of preposition, and what is that? It's the preposition of time. So preposition of time are used to describe when an event or action occurs. So such type of prepositions indicate the time of anything. Like Air pollution is a serious threat at present. So at is there referring to the present. Present is a time, so that's why at is working as a proposition of time there. Like we can say that I have an appointment on Tuesday, so there the word on is referring to the Tuesday, a certain time, a certain day. That's why on is working as a proposition of time. Same proposition can work as the proposition of position, proposition of movement, or proposition of time as well, according to the context, according to the sentence. So I hope you guys have understand. I will be on vacation for a week. So for is actually referring a particular time period. That's why it's a proposition of time. So let's go further. Here we have the propositions of direction. So what by the proposition of direction? Propositions of direction tell you where to go, like walk in. So walk in means you have to walk inside, walk along, head down, go up, turn left, make a right. So there are a number of examples which are work as the proposition of direction, because through these propositions we can indicate the direction, we can give direction, where to go, where not to go. So that's why these types of propositions are considered as the proposition of direction, because they are indicating the direction. Walk down, go along, head up, walk straight, go down, turn corner, turn right, go around. So these all, they all are actually telling about the direction. So that's why they are referred as the proposition of direction. So let's go further. Here we have the proposition of movement. These propositions are actually indicating the movement of any object from a place to another place. So let's find out. These propositions are used to show movement to a movement to or from a place. We use them to show movement with the aim of specific destination, like above, across, along, and in the example she ran under the shelter. So here the word under is working as the proposition of movement, because it's indicating a movement of in a specific place towards a specific place, or we can say that movement towards us. We can say that a movement of a particular type. Like here we have another example, they walk down the stairs. Down there is working as a proposition of movement, because indicating that which type of movement is going to be happening there. So I hope you guys have understand what is meant by the proposition of movement and what are different example. Like walk in between, we can say that walk around. So around is indicating that which type of movement is happening. So I hope you guys have understand what is meant by the proposition of movement. So here we have the classroom activity. I hope you guys have understand different types of proposition, what is meant by proposition of movement, how the same proposition can use in different categories in form of different types. So I hope you have I hope you guys have understand what is meant by the proposition and what are their different types. So here is the classroom activity. Use your prior knowledge of the proposition and their types and attempt this classroom activity. Let's go further. Here is the simulation, which is also centered upon the propositions and its type. Kindly go through it. The link is in the description. It will also enlarge your understanding of the proposition. Let's go further. Here we have a worksheet. Pause the video and use the knowledge of this SLO. Use the knowledge about the proposition and attempt this worksheet. So let's go further. Here we have homework, and this homework is also about the proposition. So use your understanding of this SLO, use your knowledge of this SLO and try to attempt this homework. Let's go further. Now we have a resource pack. This resource pack will help you to attain this SLO, to achieve this SLO, to learn this SLO in a compact way. I hope you guys have understand what are propositions, what are different types of proposition, the proposition of time, the proposition of position, the proposition of movement, and different types, other types of proposition. If you find any issue, any confusion, you can ask in the comment section and ask from your teacher as well. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.